Greetings, my friends, and welcome to the first quarter moon episode of Tarot for the Soul. My name is Carrie, and I am a professional psychic, soul guide, shamanic therapist, and energy healing practitioner in Sedona, Arizona. If you're new here, welcome. This is a weekly energy update and activation for the collective. As usual, we're going to start by taking a peek into the astrological highlights that are happening this week to just sort of inform us as to what's going on with the collective energies. And then I'm going to share whatever channeled insights are coming through, and we're going to take a look into my tarot cards to gain some additional sacred wisdom teachings to support our journey along the way. First up, I want to mention that Gemini season officially launches tomorrow, which is May 20th. We already have Venus, Mercury, and the north node of the moon in Gemini, and with the sun coming into that Gemini energy tomorrow, it's bringing in even more of an energy activation that awakens senses of playfulness, curiosity, a desire to be socializing, a desire to be engaging in activities that bring intellectual stimulation, that inspire creativity and innovation. All in all, this week is a really excellent energy for launching into whatever you've been intending to set into motion, especially with this first quarter moon happening in the sign of Leo, which is a fire sign. That energy in and of itself really ignites a sense of connection with our inner enthusiasms and passions. If you take the time to tune in, you're definitely going to sense and feel that indeed you are embodying an energy that feels a little bit more alive, a little bit more expansive, a little bit more enthused, a little bit more motivated. We can all harness this energy this week to really make some positive strides and headway in, again, whatever directions we've been considering taking action in the direction of. This is the week to actually start implementing some of those actions and activities. One of the main significant astrological aspects that are happening this week that really sort of tie into bringing us full circle to where we were this time last year is Venus in Gemini conjuncting the north node of the moon, also in Gemini. This energy happened about this time last year, but the difference is that Venus was retrograde at that time. So last year's Venus in retrograde coincided with everything that started happening with the pandemic and shutdowns, lockdowns, quarantines starting to happen. And in retrospect now, we can look back and see how whatever we thought we were going to launch into activity last year really sort of got thwarted and derailed. However, with this gift that we've all been given to sort of reassess, reattune, realign. Now with this Venus in Gemini conjuncting the north node of the moon again, we have an opportunity to launch into the direction of our goals and dreams after having this year to sort of recalibrate and fine-tune our focus. So it's like we're getting back on track with what we had been intending for ourselves last year, but in a modified, updated, improved way. Maybe you have more clarity in your life. Maybe everything that you've experienced in the past year has inspired a shift of focus, new ideas, and now we are actually being supported and getting energy moving in the direction of those things, whatever your intentions and goals are. We definitely are actually being supported in applying action to those creative ideas that have been brewing in the background for probably more than a year now. So to further emphasize this positive Gemini energy that's coming into the picture, as I'm recording this today on March 19th, we have a nice aspect, a sextile aspect happening between Venus in Gemini and Chiron in Aries. This combination further supports breakthroughs in awareness that are connected to our sense of higher calling in life, our sense of soul purpose, and our higher timeline level goals. So again, overall, this is a time where we can really make some positive strides this week. I invite you all to review actually even how you've been feeling over the course of the past few days. If you notice, there has been this energy around tying up loose ends, taking care of details, completing things that have been pushed to the side or procrastinated on or put on the back burner. Now all of a sudden there's this sort of sudden positive shift of energy where we're getting things done, we're accomplishing things, bringing things to completion that are freeing up our energies to focus more constructively in positive directions. And this is exactly how we want to harness the energy. Now we do have that full moon total eclipse happening next week, which I'm going to talk more about in next week's episode. But for now, I'll say this little window of opportunity that we have is really timely, because as we're approaching this full moon total eclipse, there's going to be new waves of insights and awarenesses that will inspire a deeper level of purging and clearing away of old paradigms, old conditions, old beliefs that just are not aligned with the direction that we're going with now. So things are sort of coming in waves and cycles. So this week, we've got that opportunity to put some constructive energy forward in the direction of our aims and ambitions, which is really going to support things manifesting. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at what additional sacred wisdom teaching messages want to come through the cards today. Today, I am working with the Osho Zen Tarot. I love this deck and I love working with it specifically for delving into matters that are connected to deep processes of soul evolution. For those of you who might be interested in purchasing this deck, I will put a link below to where you can get this on Amazon quick and easy. All right, so let's go ahead and take a peek at some of these cards here. I'm going to work with a 4-card spread today, and the card positions that I'm looking at today are representative of the energies connected to all that's opening up for us now, collectively and individually. We're going to take a look at the best way to leverage the energies that are opening up to us. We'll take a look at the challenges to navigate, and then, of course, the overall soul guidance around the energy activation that's happening this week. So let me go ahead and select some cards now. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first card that I'm going to look at is representing the energy that's connected to all that is opening up for us right now, collectively and individually. So it is a card that's called Participation. It is showing up reversed in the way that I'm looking at it, which I'll describe in a moment, but I'll go ahead and show the card right side up. Participation. So with this card showing up, it is an indicator that the energies connected to all that is opening up for us collectively and individually are, I think, supporting more of an energy of confidence that it's safe energetically to begin resuming what feels like a quote normal participation in life. In the reverse position, it sort of talks about how we've all, on certain levels, sort of suffered from lack of connection, lack of participation. It speaks of the discouragement, the lethargy, maybe even sometimes lack of motivation and or depression that many of us have experienced through having such extreme limitations on how we can participate, how we can interact with one another. So the energy that's connected to that which is opening up for us now is including joining forces, collaborative efforts, co-creating. It's about reconnecting with, whether you call it your community, your soul tribe, your people. And by community, I don't necessarily mean the people who live in your neighborhood or your town, but more of like the community at large, the community of people that are connected to what you value, what you are an advocate for what you believe in, for the causes that you are putting positive energy towards. This is a time where we're being supported in reaching back out on those levels. We're being guided to connect, share, interact, collaborate, and co-create with those that are connected to our personal communities, our soul tribe. Okay, so the next card is what's the best way to leverage the energies that are coming up right now. And it is a card that's called Intensity. This is what the card looks like. I love the artwork in this deck. So this is the energy of charging forward with passion and enthusiasm and focused attention and intent. This is really connected to that Leo energy that this first quarter moon is falling into. Again, inspiring enthusiasm, passion, clarity of intent and focus, determination to take action in moving forward. And of course, we want to do this in ways that are aligned with our soul level of guidance. This isn't about ego. It's not about charging forward or bulldozing or anything like that. It's not controlling energy. It's more seizing the moment of opportunity to put some fiery, enthusiastic, charismatic, passionate energy in the direction of your intentions, your goals, and your ambitions. In doing so, you definitely are going to experience positive manifested results. The next card we're looking at is going to talk about the challenges and how to navigate through whatever the challenges might be that are showing up this particular week. Again, I like to see our challenges as showing us where our soul growth opportunities are. And the card that's coming up is called Slowing Down. And it's the turtle. So, on one level, it could seem like a little bit of a contrasting or contradictory energy because we have this, epitome of thriving forward movement that's coming up here in the position that talks about the best way for us to utilize the energy. And then the challenge energy is the slowing down card. So this is really bringing in messages on a few different levels. I think on one level, the challenges mainly are trusting that it's safe to peek our head out of our shell, just like the turtle is literally doing in this image. It's safe to move forward. It's safe to come out of our shells. It's safe to come out of hiding. And with all of this intense energy that's coming up in this card about charging forward and leaping into action and enthusiasm, that's great. But the turtle says, hey, wait, what about the details? What about timing? So we want to balance our enthusiasm and charging forward with a practical energy of intuitive sense of timing and acknowledging anything that might be in the way of details that we need to tend to along the way, because we want to harness this intensity energy with a grounded sense of purpose. And then the last card for today, which is showing us the soul guidance that leads to the energy activation, is a very empowering, vibrant, life force, vitality, energy of manifestation, which is showing up as the creator. This is reminding us all that we are our own co-creators of reality. Yes, there are divine factors and forces in the world that are a great mystery that we don't have any control of, nor should we attempt to control those energies. But we can bring our own vibrance of clarity, enthusiasm, purpose, and intent to meet the creative forces in reality in nature, in the universe, halfway, so that we are consciously co-creating. So the energy activation is in each of us individually this week, shifting into that awareness of being an intelligent, intuitive, conscious co-creator of our respective individual realities, but then keeping in mind, how is my individual reality that I'm consciously efforting towards creating, how is that also supporting expansion, higher timeline reality and vibrance within the collective? So wherever you're at in the world, whenever you're watching this, take a moment to shift into just a meditative moment for yourself. Embrace, embody that energy of yourself as being a conscious creator. Claim that energy within you and radiate it out to the collective to continue to support us all. Okay guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there for today, but stay tuned. There's another video coming up right around the corner. Much love to all of you. Blessings and namaste.